This is championship football. Now, here's your host, Ryan Waters.
It's Championship Saturday as the Canadian Bowl will kick off 11 a.m. BC time as the BCFC champion Vancouver Island Raiders will look for a three-peat when they go head-to-head with the host and PCFC champion Saskatoon Hilltops. Both franchises have been here before, the Raiders winning 3 national titles since 2006, and the Hilltops have won 13 national crowns. The voice of the Raiders, Dominic Abassi, will call the game, which you can see live at VIRaiders.ca, and he tells us how the players slept on the eve of the Canadian Bowl.
Well, personally, I actually slept pretty well. I stayed up till about 2 in the morning, kind of doing my game notes and getting ready, and was able to just kind of pass out. But I think talking with some of the players at breakfast, they had a hard time sleeping and, just anxious and nervous and all of those usual feelings. But you know what? The team got worked out pretty hard during the last 2 days, so they were ready to sleep, I think.
We've talked about kind of the atmosphere and the feeling, the buzz around the squad. Now that it's game day, it's Championship Saturday, how do they feel?
You know what? Just great, Ryan. They're confident and they're just relaxed and they just want to get going. They just want to play football. I'm watching them right now from the press box. They're running through their walkthrough plays down on the field before the game here, and it honestly just has a regular kind of Raiders game day feeling to it. It doesn't seem overly hyped, but they're excited and just anxious.
How about the weather?
It's good right now. It's about -5 last time I checked, and the field is clear because there's actually a little bit of wind blowing in. It's blowing the fog right out, but you can see the flags across the field from me billowing pretty hard from right to left on the field, and it's brisk out there. It is, but I don't think it's cold enough for it to be a factor.
Well, the team you're facing are the Hilltops, the host team. You've got a chance now to see them on the field. How do they look?
You know what? They look solid, right? I mean, just solid football players across the board. They do everything. I'm watching their linebackers right now run through a form tackling drill, and that kind of typifies what the whole thing's all about out here, just form and technique and grassroots football, and that's pretty much how they do things. And they do look good, and they look confident as well, and I think they're very happy to be at home here.
What about the Raiders coaching staff? They've been here before. How are they feeling going into this Canadian Bowl?
They're good. I mean, really, actually, it was weird. I walked into the coaches' room, and it was the quietest coaches' room I've seen all year. They were all sitting. A few guys had their headphones on, and they were just kind of staring off into space, and I think that they're as anxious, if not more anxious than the players. And a lot of the times you'll hear people say coaching is worse because you can't do anything. You have really no control, and I think that kind of is the case for our coaches. They want this bad, and especially I chatted with Coach Snoop before the game for our pregame interview, and he really, really wants this bad because to come in and win the Canadian Bowl in Saskatoon, well, that's pretty much the tops of junior football right there.
The 2010 Canadian Bowl between the BCFC champion Vancouver Island Raiders and the PFC champion Saskatoon Hilltops is just moments away. Catch the game live at VIRaiders.ca. Until next time, I'm Ryan Waters.